This collector on the corner. And we're going to finish up that video we started yesterday. And I'm going to start out, show a different rim. Some of the stuff in the comments. This is a 3-piece rim. It's got 3 pieces to it. It's 15-inch, 8-hole wheel. And there's just 3 pieces to it. Let me get my hammer here. That outer ring locks it down. I like them best, all of them. There's no way that's going to come apart.
Well, that's
that
good.
3-piece rim. Okay. There's a fellow in the comments talked about welding one of these 2-piece wheels together and making a tubeless wheel. Just so happens, I got 17.5. If you look here where my finger is, they welded that rim together.
Ah, I see it.
See, they put a valve core deal on the inside. Drill a hole for a valve core.
Uh-huh.
They plugged the hole up on this side.
Well, they did a good job. I don't see it.
Now, this was on a 65 Ford 1-ton truck we got up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the front. And at certain speeds, that thing shook. It's because of that wheel.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing, what would be wrong with doing that, even if you could get aligned perfectly and balanced perfectly. These wheels is made in a big press, forged out.
Mm-hmm.
Put together, they're heat treated. When you weld on that, you're changing the metallurgy from where it's welded to where the heat goes out. You could make that rim brittle.
Yep.
Another thing wrong with it, try to mount a tubeless wheel on it. On the outer edge here, tubeless wheel's got a safety bead. You would have no safety bead on that right there. It held tubeless, but a good idea, but it just didn't work. But anyway, so I got out here this morning while it was cool and I beat and wire brushed and this and that and other on this little old deal. I used this drill, and I used this drill so long it got so hot I couldn't hang on to it. And there's a couple holes rusted out in it.
Yeah, I see you patched them.
And I thought about grinding on it, getting my wire welder and filling it up with weld and all that. And I thought, well, why do that? Had this little piece of rubber.
Let me find you. Hold still. Yep, I see it.
And I got some of this shoe goo.
Mm-hmm.
And I cut a couple pieces of rubber out and stuck in them rusty holes that fit and shoe gooed the far out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that shoe goo is for tennis shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can do with this stuff, if you got an old car battery and it's leaking, hole in the car battery, it happens sometimes. You can put this shoe glue on there and it'll hold. It's pretty good glue. I don't ever use it on tennis shoes, but I use it for a lot of other stuff. So I got the rim put together kindly to where it might work.
All I can do is not.
And I paid special attention to this edge under here.
Mm-hmm.
This edge under here, I really cleaned that out real good. I don't see my ring. Oh, here's one. And I cleaned this up on this here real good.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around. Got all that rust out of there that could possibly get out of there.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
So what I'm going to do is put this tar on there. Attempt to. You got to start out at the valve core.
Yep, I figured as much because it's a big one.
You got to get your valve core started in there
Mm-hmm.
and raise up and work to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. All done. That's fast.
Yeah, it went down there. It did just like it's supposed to. Now I'm gonna put this ring on there and I'm gonna go halfway around, direct opposite valve cord
Mm-hmm.
to put that on there. See how easy that was?
Yes, that was very easy.
Yep. That was almost too easy.
Okay,
Goes better than things usually go for me.
where's the butt at?
No, there's no butt to it.
Oh, there's no butt. Wow.
No, yeah, it was successful. Don't see my valve cord tool. I'm gonna go ahead and put the valve cord back in this right now because
Mm-hmm.
the apparatus I'm gonna put on here to air this up.
Yep.
The valve cord needs to be in there.
Yep.
Or it won't take air.
Are you sure that it's down all the way over there by where they meet? It don't look in all the way. Under your elbow. Right there.
What I've got,
Mm-hmm.
this is locking.
Mm-hmm.
It locks on there.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this wheel and roll it over here and put it in my tar cage. I haven't used this tar cage a lot. I used to use log cage. As far as I know, there's never been a tar blow up inside this cage, and it ain't been tested and proven yet. I'm still gonna put a log chain through it.
Well, I was gonna say it could come out the. It ain't got a.
Well, this is.
Well, I'm just saying it ain't got gates on it. You need to close a door.
Got ends on it.
Yeah. It may decide to go out sideways.
I don't like it. I need my little hammer. Just one little piece.
Yeah, I tried to tell you that didn't look like it.
Ain't down there as good as I'd like it to be. There it went.
That's
Moved around on me.
I'll say it didn't
So
look.
I'll put this on there.
Uh-huh.
Good and tight. And I've got a green hose somewhere. We'll put that green hose on there.
Mm-hmm. And then we run, right?
What?
And then we run.
No, we ain't gonna be no run.
Oh, we don't run?
You're like them guys when I worked for the county. I was young. I was bulldozing these rocks off, and they drilled holes. And they're gonna dynamite that rock ledge off. And they tied all that dynamite together with primer cord and all that, and they come up there with one cap. And they put that cap on there, onto that primer cord, and they put about 4 inches of fuse on it. They's old men, green thumb workers. I was young then. And they hand me cigarette lighter, and they said, "You like that because you can run faster than us."
Yep, you
And
can.
I told them, I said, "I ain't running from no dynamite charge." And I went over there and I got their dang short piece of fuse, and I pulled it out of that cap, and I went and got me about 1.5 feet of fuse, and went back in there and clamped it down in my teeth and stuck it back there like it needed to be. And we went back up on the hill there. I lit it and walked up there, and they was all hiding behind the bulldozer. And I was up there. Them old men said, "You did something wrong. It ain't going off. It ain't going off." When they was old and blind like me, I could still see that fuse is smoking. They couldn't see it, I guess.
Because you were a young
They wanted to go
whippersnapper.
back down there and see what I did wrong. I said, if that don't go off, we're not going back down there again today. I said, I might step here, camp out, and make sure nobody goes down there. I said, but if it don't go off, we're not going up on it till tomorrow. I said, but it's going to go off. You just sit here and be still. And Directly it all went off like supposed to. And I bulldozed them rocks out of the way, and they got their jackhammers and commenced to drilling again, taking turns. There's about 6 of them old men. County judge come by, and they told him I was wasting dynamite fuse because I put a couple foot of fuse on the cap. And he said, "Why'd you do that?" And I said, "I ain't never gonna run from no dynamite charge. I've shot dynamite before." And he said, "You just keep doing like you're doing, boy." Okay. We're going up here, Debbie.
Okie dokie.
Get away from my.
See, I told
If
you.
there's a trip explosion, we ain't gonna be around.
I told you we were gonna waddle away.
What I've got here is a regulator.
Mm-hmm.
I've got that regulated at 20 pounds.
Okay. Is
Adjust
it filling?
back down a little. There. Right at 20 pounds.
Okay, so it's not filling yet, right?
It's not doing nothing.
Crystal, get
Now,
away.
As soon as I plug that in, it's going
It's gonna start
filling.
loading?
Yeah, it started filling.
Okay. I need to watch you.
See?
Is it filling?
Yeah, it's filling.
I don't hear no kablowie yet.
No, but it's only going to get 20 pounds in it.
Oh,
We'll just wait a few minutes.
It don't kablowie at 20 pounds?
Nah,
Does it
It
kablooey?
ain't gonna come apart 50 pounds.
Oh.
I've got a lot more confidence in that wheel today than I had yesterday. After I've cleaned it all up and this and that, I said, "All right, hey, Crystal, you better get up here, honey.
Come here, Crystal.
That little sheep is."
You may have to go save your sheep.
Her name is Crystal, because the grandkids said her eyes looked like crystal. She was born blind. And her mother rejected her, so we had her in her utility room and was having the bottle feeder and all that.
Come on,
As
Crystal.
she got older,
Come on,
she
Crystal.
got eyesight in one eye.
Yeah, in one eye. That's cool.
I don't know if she can see real good. And, you can tell she's not real thrifty or nothing.
Come on, Crystal.
But she actually survived, so. And, left to her own devices. The mother knew there was something wrong with her. The mother wouldn't
take care of her.
Wouldn't have took care of the mother. Every time she tried to nurse her, Mama kicked her. Mama knew something was wrong with her. It took us a little while to realize she was blind. A couple days.
Yep.
Well, I've aired that up, and it's holding steady. It ain't gaining or losing. So I'm going to pull that off.
Okay.
See, there's air coming back out.
Oh, okay.
Letting the air back out of it.
Okay.
We'll let all the air out of it.
And then what do you do?
We'll air it up again.
20 pounds or 75?
And take that off.
No, leave it on.
Well, it'll be in the cage.
Oh, okay. I'm just goobering with you.
You don't want me doing.
Nope. I'll.
See? Hear the air?
Yep.
Come back out of there?
Yep. I hear it. I feel it too.
Yeah. See? But that's because I got that lock-on valve core on. But
Ah.
I wasn't sitting down there at that rim.
Nope.
If it had blowed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to leave it in the cage till in the morning.
Crystal's leaving. She's leaving.
Yeah.
Good girl, Crystal. I noticed.
guess she's just a pet.
Yeah, she's a pesty pet. What are you talking about?
I'd about give her to somebody if they wanted her.
No, you wouldn't. She's our pesty.
She bothers me all day long.
I pay her to.
I got to pin her up. She's always in my way. I turn around. She's laying behind me or bumping me or something.
That's because she likes you.
I'm going to wear it back up again.
Okay.
Actually, I'm putting a little more than I said I would.
I knew you would. You just had that look about you.
Okay.
Notice I scooched over a little more.
I'm going to go down and take the dog. See you.
Oh my goodness. Goodbye, Randall.
Looks good to me.
I knew you.
Down there just like it should be, but That's just the way it is.
Uh-oh, weld it right
It's all
fast.
right. It ain't going nowhere.
You can weld it.
Here comes that video of it now. There it is, all aired up in the cage. What I've decided I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait till the morning when it's cool.
That's not on very good on that.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it's a little bit out, but it's still holding.
Well,
It
don't
ain't going
play
nowhere.
with it. It's
That ain't
liable to
gonna go nowhere. It
kablowy.
ain't gonna come off. It won't come off. They come apart when you're airing them up, not after you get them aired up.
How do you know? Because you're.
Well, I ain't never had one come apart, but you know, it's just my theory. I know it all. That's how I know.
Yeah, I know.
But what I'm gonna do in the morning when it's cool, I'm gonna pull the outer back tire off the back
Yeah, I know you
of
told
that
me.
Metro van,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna put it on the front,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna put this on the back of that Metro van. That way, this ring will be pointing to the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if them grandkids come along with a hammer, because every time they find a hammer, everything
I know
see,
they
they
beat.
think's a nail.
They beat.
Anyway, and they won't beat on it. So I doubt they will anyway, but they might find a hammer.
I think they might be part woodpecker the
that
way they like
oldest
to
one, Chris, when he was about
stuff.
6, I seen him. He'd found an old hammer, and both claws was broke off, and the handle was rotten. And he was standing behind my oldest son's trailer, and he'd bought that trailer new. It was a nice trailer, tandem axle trailer. And I went back there and looked, and the tail light lenses was all broke out of it. And I said to him, I said, Chris, did you break the tail lights out of Uncle Ben's trailer? He says, no, Grayson did it. He's got this hammer in his hand. Blaming his little brother.
Might as well.
But anyway, that tire, the first one we ever changed, me and old Big Jim.
Mm-hmm.
This old tire tool was under the seat of that old truck when I bought it. And it was still there that day we had that flat. And I'd bought a tire iron. It's probably this blue one.
Yep.
Anyway, we'd run a tire iron through there like that. And we had an old cheater pipe that we used for our breakover boomers on our chains.
Mm-hmm.
We put that cheater pipe on there. He's about 300 pounds. He was a pretty muscular fella back in them days. Old Big Jim, he didn't have no trouble breaking them lug nuts loose, except he tried to turn them the wrong way to start with because they was left hand rather than right hand. And he kept telling me, well, righty tighty, lefty loosey. I said, not on them, Jim. Them's backward threads on that side. The other side, they're the other way. Well, why did they do something like that? You know, but it's one of them deals. If you look on the center of them lug nuts, they'll have an L or a R on them, left or right, if you pay attention.
Okay.
But anyway, my kids didn't know that was an old Pontiac one time. They twisted off 3 of the lug nuts on the wheel before I stopped them. And I guess that's all for now. We're going to make this short and go back in the house before we die of heat stroke. It's still pretty hot out. So goodbye and good luck to you.
Thank you, and please like and subscribe. Bye.